I really thought that Mike was going to with me just now because, sorry, you told me not to swear in the first 10 seconds of the video, right?
I did tell you that.
You did tell me that. Sorry, I'll start again. I really thought that Mike was going to with me just now because he's got this thing where he's always trying to catch me out by this big red not recording sign not being on the screen, and I start talking. Anyway, I think he was thinking about just doing it and then realized I wasn't going to fall for it. So anyway, nothing to do with today's story, which is about Amazon laying off up to 10,000 employees. The title that we've got here is Amazon is said to plan to lay off thousands of employees, but it seems to have started happening since we linked this up on our Discord channel. Join if you want. Anyway, we're going to have a chat today about it and other layoffs. Also, like and subscribe. There's very subtle sort of popping up there, like... Let's have a chat with Jon and Mike on today's Not So Critical Updates. Right, and we're off. What do you think?
I was blown away that they're laying off 10,000 people, which even compared to like the recent Facebook and Twitter layoffs is a pretty big number. Facebook has 1.5 million employees around the world, or Amazon has 1.5 million employees.
What is this? What was it? I forget the percent that they said that they're planning on laying off.
3%, I think.
3%.
Yeah. I was shocked by that.
Oh. Me too. It's funny because we had the Twitter layoffs and it was 3,500 people, and I was like, "Wow, 50% of the company." And then it was Meta, which was 11,000 people, which is 13%, and then Amazon's like 10,000. Oh my god, another mass layoff. The company's going down, and it's just 3%.
But it is 10,000 of their corporate employees, which is in terms of like financial gain for the company, it's going to be definitely a hard hitter for them in a good way, for the employees in a bad way, obviously. But
what's that distinction, Jon?
That the corporate employees are probably pulling in double to quadruple the same amount of salaries the amount of salary that a warehouse worker would be, because majority of Amazon's employees are in the warehouses. A big majority. Handling like the lower level stuff, driving, sorting, packing. So 3% sounds minuscule, but when we're talking about 10,000 people who each earn, let's say, $100,000 to $300,000 a year, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, I suppose we could quadruple the number, so 3% to 12%. I think it's not just going to be corporate people though. I heard
they said primarily corporate.
Well, yeah, one article I read said it was starting with the corporate section of the company, but then I read something else that says retail is going to be particularly hard hit. So I guess we won't really know until they've laid off everybody. Who knows?
Yeah, inflation. Like everyone's raising their prices, and people aren't buying as much on Amazon or elsewhere. What were you gonna say,
did you guys also see that Bezos this week promised to give away the majority of his fortune, which
I feel like it's kind of a PR stunt against Elon, because him and Elon have this weird dick measuring contest, and I feel like Jeff is like, I'm really going to capitalize on Elon's bullshit right now and like turn myself into the good guy because no one likes
I think all the billionaires do, don't they?
I don't know about all, but like, they're superstars. Everyone knows these names.
Even that might be giving him too much credit, Jon. Like the Patagonia thing happened recently, where Patagonia announced that they're going to donate the entire company to this nonprofit that's going to care for the environment. But in reality, if you look at the details, it's just a tax evasion scheme. Basically, they're still in control of the data. They avoided the what they colloquially called the death tax when you're like gift tax when you're passing money down to your kids.
Right.
So it lets them remain complete control of the company, avoid the taxes of passing the wealth around, and gets them good positive PR. So, any time these guys talk about this. Now, Bill Gates has his initiative to get billionaires to give up their money when they die. Maybe some of them are really doing it and it's for the good of whatever, but I'm so jaded about it all now. I'm not buying it until we see the details.
No, not for a second. And even, Bill Gates was someone I was going to mention as like someone who's convinced a large portion of the population that they're like, he's a good guy. And the truth is, like, Bill Gates is not that great. There is a long list of bad controversies that tie to him directly.
I think he's done a bunch of crappy things in the past, and I think he's probably a flawed human being, but I don't know. It's difficult to tell, isn't it? My opinion is, but I'm sitting here without my $20 billion,
right,
in not a great position to talk. Here's the thing about being a billionaire, right? So I read a lot of sci-fi, as I've mentioned once or twice, and there's this thing about people who when we reach the point of being able to live forever, what do you do? How do you deal with that? And some people choose to just stop living. Other people, one of the most intriguing ideas I ever heard was these people who kind of they put themselves into stasis for like 50 years at a time, and then come out for a year, and then go back in for 50 years or 100 years, or leave instructions to be only woken up in like major events or something like that. So they just kind of only like are around for the interesting bits, which would be kind of a weird way of existing, if that's all your consciousness was.
There's an Amazon series, Cobalt.
Not Amazon. Altered Carbon.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, so good.
That's exactly pretty much what Peter is describing. Yep.
Yeah, well, I think it's in another one of the books I read as well. But anyway, just the point is, like, when you can literally do anything and live for as long as you like, when are you done? When is the end point for it? And being a billionaire, like, once you've got your first billion, what are you going to do with the rest of it? And I genuinely think there are billionaires who are going to go, you know what? Let's give away most of it and keep $1 billion. Still not going to be,
I don't know. There are lots of things that cost multiple billions of dollars. And if you want to be able to buy them on a whim, then you might need $1 trillion.
See, I think that list of things that cost over $1 billion isn't very big. And I think I could probably run down the list and go, no, I'm done. I'm fine. I don't need any of that. I don't need a country.
Easy for you to say, as a non-billionaire.
Right.
Yeah. True.
I think we can't put ourselves in that space of or that mental state, because none of us will most likely ever be there.
Hey, talk for yourself, buddy.
But we can miniaturize it by the power of like 10,000 to bring it down to earth and say, would you rather be making $100,000 or $200,000?
Yeah. And that
you got 200. Would you rather make 400 or 200? Right? And like,
when is enough?
And for these types of people, clearly nothing is ever enough. They reached $1 billion. What, are they not going to keep going? Like, what's
is that universally true though?
I have to assume so. I can't answer for them. We can try to ring one of them and see if they'll come on the show.
Probably especially true for the people that are driven to get themselves to that point anyway.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, you've already taken all these steps, all the correct steps, no missteps whatsoever, or whatever. You've reached the $1 billion sphere.
Just been very lucky, like some people.
But it really is.
Jeff Bezos works 100 billion times harder than everyone else on the planet, I'm sure.
While managing 30 different businesses. So, clocking in 3,000 hours a week.
Who's the SoftBank guy? Do you know his name?
No idea.
The one that invested in WeWork. Son.
Don't know.
That's right. Yeah. I was reading about WeWork again this week, and how he got Newman. Sorry, Mike.
Well, you kind of in passing said that you hope to be one of them one day, and I think that's why people kind of have this idea that we don't want to tax the rich, because everybody secretly holds out hope that one day they will be rich. But the bottom line is there should be no billionaires. To this actual story, though, with the distinction you made, John, between corporate employees and the warehouse employees, I think I also saw recently, didn't Amazon unveil a new robot that was going to start putting people out of business or out of jobs? And one of the stories we're going to talk about later, one of the work reform stories that I love doing, talks about how Keynes. All right, we'll just forget that point.
Is that an Ewok? Yeah,
sorry,
an Ewok. Cute, super cute.
Yeah,
don't show that to my wife.
I'm gonna do the podcast from now on.
Whatever you do, don't show that to my wife.
So listen, guys. I just learned the thing about, we've got to remember that this is 10,000 real people. Okay.
Oh boy.
Behind the scenes, it might be just a number to Jeff Bezos, but he
What's your
doesn't
Ewok's
understand.
Yeah.
I wanted to invite everybody to submit a name. Actually,
I feel like your point was better received as the Ewok. Maybe you should do that better.
Yeah, right.
I'm not judging as hard when the Ewok's talking.
Sorry,
but what were you? You were driving home a point, Mike, about the example. Oh, the robot.
Efficiency,
Yeah. So Amazon is unveiling a drone, or they have unveiled. They have shown off their new delivery drone that will slowly but surely creep into our everyday lives, where if your home is compatible, it'll come and just drop a package.
Holy shit! So you won't even have to move. You can just say, "New hand cream, please."
No, I want to glance into a glimpse into the future of where the sky is just covered in drones. Yeah, it'll be courier drones, Amazon drones, and like who knows what other kind of drones, police drones, and we're really edging into like a cyberpunk-esque society. It's just like a boring one.
We need it, because I can't tell you how sick I am of having to wait sometimes like 24 hours for the $4 thing I ordered on Amazon to be delivered to my house.
I actually have
now.
I have 3 items that have been delayed for 4 days now.
Oh,
I know.
What is
an
unacceptable.
Absolutely. I'm calling Jeff.
Terrible.
I see the firings already taking effect. This is no, genuinely though, feel sorry for you guys. If you're one of the people affected, good luck. But you've got Amazon on your CV now, so you're probably going to
Yeah. No, they're probably already getting offers, is the truth.
Is that true though? I mean, we've been talking about tech company after tech company with these massive layoffs. Peter's been sharing this, and here I was about to end the episode. I thought we were winding down, but like, where are these 10,000 people from Amazon going to go if all these other companies are also laying off huge numbers of people?
Sure, that's very true, but there is so much competition out there still.
Yeah,
especially for peak talent like Amazon and other FANG employees. Like, and if you go and look on any of these posts on Twitter or LinkedIn where they say something like "see ya" or something and take a screenshot and show a screenshot of their layoff email, people are messaging them and commenting saying, "Hey, DM me, we're hiring, like, for your role."
But probably not at the same rate they were getting at Google or Amazon
not.
or Meta,
or maybe more, maybe less. Twitter. We can't know, but at the end of the day, the world isn't going to stop moving because 10, 20, 30 large companies are letting off a fraction of their workforce, Startups and mid-sized companies are still hiring like crazy. We'll see next year.
Hopefully everyone who's getting laid off is finding good jobs for them, and we will continue to keep an eye on it.